Okay, so the title of this video is going to be Lock In or Get Left Behind. So basically, if you give yourself 6 months of locking completely in, what I mean by locking completely in is tracking all of your food down to the decimal, weighing all of your food, putting a calorie tracker on your phone, making sure you're eating in your deficit, staying disciplined with your diet, eating mostly whole foods, substituting whole foods with things like protein bars, protein powder, protein shakes, healthy foods, Quest chips, all those type of things, and eating a deficit. In the beginning, when you're really fat, you can eat in a big deficit because you have so much fat on your body that your body is going to eat the fat, and it's not going to affect you really bad. Because whenever I started on this journey, I was like 230, probably 35% body fat. And I realized I wasn't eating a lot of food and I was just walking, but I really wasn't hungry. And the thing that was happening was my body was eating the fat that I had on my body. Now, what happens after you get lean around 15%, your body doesn't have as much fat to eat on anymore, so it becomes hungry. So you stay in a constant state of hunger. That's when you really have to lock in totally. You have to weigh yourself regularly. You have to look in the mirror regularly. You can't miss a gym session. You have to progressively overload. You have to track your macros. You have to slow your fat loss down because you don't want to have saggy, loose skin at the end of this. Because the thing about it is if you lose too much weight too fast after you lose your initial fat, you're going to have saggy, loose skin, which is just as bad as being fat. I know a lot of people who have lost a lot of weight very rapidly, but their stomach looks like a woman that has had a baby. In me personally, I would rather be fat than have that problem. The only way you can get rid of that problem is by having surgery. I don't want that. So with that being said, why you're going to get left behind is if you get on body game and you get lean, and when I mean lean, I don't mean skinny. I mean having muscle mass while having a V taper and sticking out in a crowd, because 95% of people are either fat or skinny fat. They're not lean, they're not muscular, they just look normal. So whenever you get on body game and you get lean and you're already an attractive male, because I like to think that I'm a pretty attractive guy. I have nice eyes, I have nice features, I have a decent jawline, I have good teeth. I always take care of myself. I get haircuts. I groom myself well. I always smell well. I dress appropriately. I dress nice. I have good social skills. The only thing is, what was holding me back was the Santa Claus suit that I was wearing. So what's going to happen in your life and what's going to change once you get on body game and you get around 15% body fat and you add some muscle mass and you're in the gym and you're doing things? What's going to change is people are going to start to respect you. People are going to start to ask you questions. People are going to want advice from you. People are going to talk to you first. People are going to want to know what you did. Now, the thing about that is you have to conserve your energy because you're going to have so many people who are going to ask you to help them that aren't going to do anything, that you have to really vet people before you really give your energy to them, because they will just steal your energy and not do anything with it. And that's just wasting your most valuable asset, which is time. Another thing that will change is this: you will go from getting ignored by females, not looked at by females, to getting looked at by females, stalked by females, walked by females, looked up and down by females, DM'd by females. And I'm not talking about ugly females. I'm talking about females that look good. I'm talking about attractive females, because water rises to itself. So you have to understand, when you're fat and you're out of shape and you're not looking good, you're going to attract fat, out of shape, not looking good women if you attract any women. And in the culture in the state of the country that we're in now, you're not going to attract nobody because ugly women believe they're beautiful and fat women believe they look good. So that's what you're up against. But what will separate you from the crowd is you're going to be rare. Women want what other women want. So if women see other women wanting you, they're going to want you. So what's going to start happening is if you start posting on social media, you're going to get hearts on your pictures. You're going to get messages first, and you're going to have options which you didn't have before. Because even if you have money, even if you're successful in business, but you're fat, you're always going to have to compensate with those things. And you're going to have to compensate with your money and leave with your wallet, which is never a good thing because once you leave with your wallet, you're always going to have to go with your wallet. You want to be this. You want to be the man that women want to fuck and men want to be. And the only thing people respect is discipline and consistency. This is not a sprint. This is a marathon. This is a marathon and a lifestyle and a mindset of discipline and consistency. I don't care how I feel. I don't care how my motivation is. I don't care what's going on in my exterior life. In my interior life, I'm not missing no gym sessions. I'm not eating no goofy shit. I'm not eating no takeout. I'm not eating no DoorDash. I'm not eating no Pizza Hut. I'm not eating none of those things. I'm meal prepping my meals. I'm eating the foods that I'm supposed to eat. I'm eating nutritious foods, berries, bananas, sweet potatoes, rice, 93.7 ground beef, 93.7 lean turkey, jasmine rice, and a lot of protein things. You want to get 1 gram of protein. I get 200 grams of protein a day, at least. That will help you build muscle mass while you're in a cut. Now, I'm in 4.5 months of my cut. I've already lost 60 pounds. Now, I know all of that wasn't body fat because a lot of it was water and glycogen because I cut out a lot of carbs in the beginning. So I pissed out a lot of water. A lot of that was water weight, and I understand some of it was muscle. It's okay. I'm going to build more muscle. So if you give yourself 6 months of locking all the way in, you will transform your body, transform your mind, and transform your life into a life that you could never even imagine before. It's worth it. Nothing tastes better than being in shape. Nothing. There is not a food created on planet Earth that tastes better than being in good shape. There is not a food created on planet Earth that tastes better than getting attention from people, getting positive reinforcements, building your business, having women reaching out to you, having options, being able to be the man that other men want to be and respect. So I'm only 4.5 months in this journey, and I have already chopped myself up. You can see my physique's coming in. I'm looking hella decent, and I'm only 4.5 months in. Now, the thing about it is, you give yourself 6 months for that transformation to happen. But after that transformation, after the hard part's really done, then you can just maintain your physique and build your physique after that. You can eat more calories because you're going to have more muscle. The more muscle you have, the more calories you burn. Now you can't just go out there and start wilding out and eating a bunch of bullshit and eating a bunch of goofy shit and thinking that you're gonna keep your physique. No, it's not gonna happen. But what's gonna happen is in that 6 month transformation, your palate's gonna transform to where your body is so used to eating good food and healthy food that that's gonna be your go-to. That's gonna be what your body and your taste buds want. Now, don't get me wrong. You can have some stuff every now and then. It's not like this is some type of punishment or anything like that. This is actually a pleasurable experience. You learn to love the process. I love this process. I love the new me. Now you're going to have to deal with stuff like this. You're going to have to deal with pain. I have tendonitis in my shoulder. I have tendonitis in my elbow. I have tendonitis in this shoulder because you're going to get in the gym and your muscles are going to get strong, but your tendons and your ligaments don't strengthen at the pace that your muscles do. So you're going to have to deal with pain and discomfort. If you're not willing to deal with pain, discomfort, and hunger pains, you're not going to make it. So all I want to tell you is this: give yourself 6 months of totally locking all the way in. Whatever distractions you have in your life, get rid of them. Whatever, don't worry about women. Don't worry about money. Don't worry about none of that bullshit. Because whenever you get your body right, all that's going to come. Women are going to come. Business opportunities are going to come. Get rid of friends that aren't fit. Get rid of friends that ain't on this journey. They're just going to hold you back. So transform your mind. Start off. This is the biggest tip that I could give you out of all of them. Start day one of this journey living like you already have the physique that you dream of. And if you start off day one like that, eventually you will get it, because the time is going to pass no matter what. If you don't do anything about it and you just have mental masturbation and analysis paralysis, the time is going to pass. And while I'm getting leaner and I'm getting more muscular and I'm getting more motion, you're going to be getting fatter, more miserable, and more depressed. So I just want to give y'all some motivation to let y'all know that 6 months of locking all the way in can turn around 10 years of you getting fat as shit. So do this for yourself, do this for your family. And also, one thing I want to say before I close is getting lean and being on this physical journey. It's really a physical activity. It's really a spiritual activity, cosplaying as a physical activity, because your spiritual life will change too. You'll stop gooning. You'll stop chasing dopamine. You'll stop chasing women. You'll stop lusting after all these things, because food and lust go hand in hand. Gluttony and lust go hand in hand. So, what I want to tell y'all is give yourself a chance to do this, and I promise you, you won't regret it, and you will have a life that you could never even dream of. That's all I got. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'll have more. Have a nice day.